Hold up, hold up, hold up. It's that boy G Plans. Don't give a damn. He cooler than a fan. Walking real tall. Some say he's a man.
Straight up, man. I want to mention another rapper, man, Scotty Cain, bro.
Scott, oh yeah, that's my nigga.
We just got the phone, but I got introduced to Scotty personally through Harley Ken. Harley used to put me and Scotty on the phone when I'm around Harley. He'll call and stuff like that. And he's out, he's doing his thing, stuff like that. And you got to telling me the history about you and him, and you see his come up and where he's going. Can we briefly speak about him?
Yeah, that's my little nigga. I fuck with Scott. That's my little nigga, man. I seen them coming up.
Yeah.
I seen this come up. You know what I'm saying? All the way up, you know what I'm saying? Even when, you know what I'm saying, before he went to jail, you know what I'm saying? I was with him before he went to jail. While he was in jail, you know what I'm saying? He was reaching out to him. I was reaching out to him. We was keeping in touch while he was in jail. And, you know what I'm saying? He done came home from jail and he success and secured what he need to do. You know what I'm saying? He on his way up. You feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? I like to see what that nigga doing, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my nigga Lil Scotty, man. Yeah, he a real.
Man, shout out to Scotty, man. Cool cat, man. Cool cat. Now, I want to go back into these Baton Rouge stories that we talked about. And a person that I haven't had conversations about on my platform is Finn. You were real close with him. I done had all these stories about Lit Ivy, y'all, you know, all the other guys that came up in Baton Rouge. And
this some shit about my nigga Finn.
This is what you revealed to me. So I walk in my studio and I see Lil Fat. And I say, Easy, you knew Fat? He looked at me like, of course I knew Fat.
Yeah,
and you brought up Finn. You brought up Finn. And I for the look, before I know we mentioned Finn, but before we get off into Finn, before we do it.
Yeah.
You know, you got one of your other guys in here. No name. Oh, if you want to say his name, it's whatever.
Nah.
You say, bruh, you know why I turned myself in? I say, no. Say,
to the
this guy. Let's talk about this, bruh.
Yeah, man. So, boom. I caught the Fed case. All right, so, boom. I come home from jail off the shoot. You hear me? So, boom. I'm right back on the news again. You hear me? I'm right back on the news again. You hear me? So, boom. The how they got me on the news, you heard me? They like, they got me in the news, the newspaper, everything. You heard me? You heard me? So boom, they was like, the operative Darcy is back in jail again. He got a car with 10 guns. Like this shit was crazy, bro. You heard me? So I'm on the run. So I'm like, man, I ain't gonna turn myself in. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, fuck that shit, man. I just beat that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? So I whipped the charge with the state. You know what I'm saying? I whipped the gun charges with the state. So when I whipped the gun charges with the state, the feds picked the charge up. So when the feds picked the charge up, so boom, I started running this shit. Now the people got me blasted on the news. You feel me? This nigga killer. You heard me? I ain't gonna say his name.
Well, I mean,
this nigga killer. Yeah. This nigga killing them. You heard me? So boom, they like, bitch. They on the news talking about some the dangerous shooting. Hey, look. So they on the news saying that shit. I'm like, they like, my partner, they like, well, I would say he like, you hear me? Because I ain't had nobody around me because I'm moving around. You feel me? I'm on a run at the time. So that man thug. You hear me? This when I was thug at the time. I wasn't One Theezy. I was thug at the time. You hear me? And, like, we in the projects. You hear me? We standing out there smoking the blunt. You hear me? We standing like by the stairs. You hear me? It's about 11 o'clock at night. Them bitch just blasted me on the news earlier, like 10 o'clock news. Bitch had just blasted me on the 10 o'clock news that night. So boom, you hear me? That nigga like, man, thug. Bitch, you might as well just go ahead and just, you hear me? Go ahead and just go in there. You know what I'm saying?
Basically, turn yourself in.
Yeah, he like, man, you a gangster. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You feel me? This, you know, you signed up for shit like this, man. You feel me? He like, man, them everybody houses, them your mama house, them everybody house, them bitches busting Taft Street up. You know what I'm saying? He like, man, look what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So boom, he like, and he talking about some shoot to kill, armed and dangerous. You want the police to kill me? That's what you telling me. Look, right there. So this what was telling me. You hear me? So boom, I'm all. Hey, that nigga saying this the feds, nigga. This ain't the state no more. You hear me? That nigga say, man, them bitches gonna max you all the way out. You hear me? Cause you know this is a different ball game I'm in. Now I jump to another level in life. You know what I'm saying? And I jumped to another level in street life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not, it's real. You hear me? It's real. So I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? Listen to that nigga. You yeah, I love you though, nigga. Yeah. So boom, listen to my big brother, you heard me? So
do you think it was a good decision that you listened to him?
Shit, yeah. Fucking right. I ain't gonna even lie. We talk about that shit all the time. That nigga, you know, that was, dog. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Because if I wouldn't have did that, if I wouldn't have just went turn myself in, you heard me? No lie, how I was living, I know would have caught me with that iron and I was gonna open fire. Cause that he know how my mind was at the time. You know what I'm saying? But I was thug, you know, I was thugging like I was I guess living up to my name. What my uncle used to tell me, that nigga told me one, that nigga say, you really lived up to your name. And I ain't liked it did no more. You know what I'm saying? I ain't liked it did no more. Like I used to hate when people even must call me that, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, like, you know.
Well, that's the life you were living. That's the life you were living, and
no, I ain't, yeah, but I ain't wanna live. It's a difference. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference. You know what I'm saying? It's always a difference. That's what people be feeling the shit like. It's a difference. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? It's choices. I ain't have choices. You know what I'm saying? I just had to play the cards that was in front of me. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Yeah. I just had to play the cards that was in front of me, like, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? I couldn't fold them bitches.
Real talk. I mean, but you were in this life and you had people around.
But I went to jail. Yeah, so I just went out here to turn myself in. You know what I'm saying?
How long did you end up doing?
17 months. They gave me 36. They gave me 36 months. Paper I did 17 months. And I did went to the fucking halfway house after that. And then she came home on 3 years papers and shit like that, man. And then shit, I did good. I did straight on my papers. I did straight on my papers all those years. And then, no, I take that back because I had went to jail again. I had caught another charge in the midst of my 3 years probation, my 3 years federal parole. Man, I caught another charge. You hear me? And I caught 5 years. Shit, yeah, man. I caught 5 years, man. And home invasion, kidnapping, attempted murder. Yeah, man. I caught 5 years. That was my last jokes, man. And tripping. You know what I'm saying? Out my mind. You know what I'm saying? After I did all that shit, you know what I'm saying? I come home after doing that little fed time, thinking I got my little mind right, thinking that little fed time, got my mind right. Came home, started doing my little shit. You know what I'm saying? You know how that shit be, man. And kind of, man, I had fell down hard that time. Now too. Every time I fall, every time I catch charges, them be hard charges. I had to lay down. I had to go to jail. I had to go to jail.
Man, so how when you doing this time, I'm pretty sure your family read about you. You know, you showed me your baby boy. You know, you got all this going on.
That was my oldest son. That was my oldest son. When
Oh,
we was talking about it, like
yeah.
that, yeah, that was my oldest son. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just want to make sure he's straight. He's 15 now. That's my I only got 2 boys. That's my oldest boy, you know what I'm saying? That's my oldest boy. Like when I ain't get to see him born, like, you know what I'm saying? I was in the feds. I caught that fed case. You hear me? I caught a fed case cause that nigga ratted on me. That was with the guns and shit like that. Yeah, and this nigga all in my paperwork and everything. Like, yeah, I say that nigga name, but I ain't trying to blow that nigga up on here. But yeah,
So we
man,
ain't gonna do that.
everybody know, like people from Ben, like they know what that nigga did. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? He read it.
But now you here.
Oh yeah, I'm here now. I'm back in action.
What did you learn? All that time you done did, you done gave to them people, years and years of your life.
I didn't get that jail too many years. That on my last jokes. That's what I was listening to when I came home. On my last jokes, right there.
But I'm saying, like, anything changed in your mind? Like, look, I'm not doing this no more.
What?
Like anything specifically, like that you can say, like, man, you know what? I'm gonna stay home, or I'm gonna stay in the studio a little more. I'm not gonna get involved with bullshit. Like any changes that you made.
Yeah, I changed a whole lot. I changed a whole lot. I think I always been a thinker, but I ain't finna go. I ain't going back to jail, dog. I'm just say that. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
I ain't gonna never rat or no shit like that. But I ain't going back. What that nigga DMX say the next time the counter gonna see me is in a body bag. Cause I ain't going back. I mean that. Put that on my nigga Selma.
Man, okay, that's how you feel. But nah, let's get back to this.